name is Joyce. I'm from FinTech Magazine Africa, and you are?
Yeah, so my name is Alfred Tembo. I represent Nexient AI, which is an Australian company, and I'm a sales and business development manager looking after Africa region.
All right. Today we are having Africa Banking and Insurance Awards,
Yeah.
and FinTech Magazine Africa is partnering with it.
Okay.
I'll have some few questions I want to ask you.
No, please.
All right. What excites you most about the future of FinTech in Africa?
Yeah, well, it's an interesting topic, by the way, because everywhere, every country, they're speaking about fintech. So the excitement about fintech is really, there are 3 or 4 things that I can share with. Number one is moving from traditional banking. So the traditional banking, when we speak about transaction, somebody could have initiated a transaction to buy a certain product, maybe, from a certain country to another country. In a traditional banking, using telegraphic transfer, it sometimes takes even 1 day, or maybe within 12 hours, which is a bit longer, and it involves a lot within, like subsidiary bank, beneficiary bank, confirmation, this and that, so it takes longer. So the challenge is people are doing a lot, moving from a traditional banking. Once you have a transaction done, complete, then they want just have a quick transfer. So that's why it comes a point where fintech, it can do that within maybe a minute, even less. So the excitement is first turnaround time, in making sure that the transaction can land to to the beneficiary within a short period of time. That's number one. But number 2 is in terms of the cost here. Because the traditional banking, the cost is high compared to transaction done through a fintech. So with fintechs, sometimes the transaction will be maybe $5 or less, But if you do with a bank, it goes sometimes above $30. So cost has been an implicative issue that excites a lot of people, even myself, on the fintech. The other thing is the bureaucracy and the process of inquiring a transaction. Like we call pre-requirement for a person to make a transaction. With the bank, there's a lot of process. If they need to have a pro forma, maybe they need to confirm the transaction. If it is rigid, they need to get a support document for you to be able to make a transfer. But sometimes you are sending money to your uncle, to your brother. You don't need to confirm if it is for. Why do you have to prove? Traditional banking, they will need you to provide a letter. If you are sending money for a student, say your son or daughter, or a cousin, schooling somewhere out of your country, you want to send something to support him or her. With the banking, traditional banking, they need a supporting document. You have to send them maybe a letter confirming that he is studying there, which takes long. So I think this is what really excites me on why should we go for fintech. Yeah.
All right. In your view, what's the biggest challenge currently facing fintech startups on the continent?
Yeah, this is a very interesting question, by the way, and this is the talk of the continent. So with the startup, the big challenge that we have in the startup, number one, is a knowledge gap. Yeah, so you find young graduates or youth having an idea, okay, to provide a solution that could help, maybe could be financial inclusion, help making transaction quickly, shortly, but the problem that is lagging behind is the knowledge gap. So when we talk about the knowledge gap, here we mean not only about your vision and the idea. You can plan out the idea, you can do the infrastructure, but there's a gap maybe in a cyber safety. So you find the system really can be easily hacked, and there's no safety. So cyber safety is one of the core that is very important for the fintech. For any guys coming with an idea as a startup, they should not think about infrastructure, only about the idea. You should also go beyond that, which is cyber safety, which is now is a knowledge gap. Yeah. So another thing is the funding. You find the innovation that is supposed to go, it needs to have a certain threshold amount of money to invest in. But so these guys, they don't have funds. They have only idea, they have a plan. So everywhere you go now, you see there's a lot of events going on. They speak about venturing capital. They want pitching, sales pitch. Why is sales pitch? It's because they need to get funded. So funding is one of the challenges also facing most of the startup. So the third thing is regulatory. Regulatory has been a challenge as well, because you may find that there is no really clarity on what is required for a particular fintech line to have access to like a license to operate. But what I can say, which is good now, like for Tanzania, you mentioned, I know with the continent issue, but I know like for Tanzania, already BOT has provided a sandbox, whereby if you have anything that you want to test, like a system or technology, you can go to Bank of Tanzania or Central Bank of Tanzania. They can go through your prototype, and yet you can given a chance to test your product. So I see regulatory has been a challenge, but there's a lot of improvement that's going on. Yeah.
All right, Minister. Thank you so much for your time. Please enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you so much, and maybe just a takeaway for everyone in Africa, in Tanzania specifically, and East Africa. It's very important for everyone to understand it's not about money. Money does not come first. Number one is, what do you want to achieve? Not money. What do you want to achieve? If you want to provide a solution that will provide a success to the community, then you should go further with knowledge. You should not worry about the money. Make sure that your system is secured enough, because the investors, they want to see that the money they want to put, the money they want to invest is secured, so they get a return on investment. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
Same to you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Sure, thank you so much.
All right.
It was a pleasure being with you guys.
All right.
Fantastic.
Same here.
It is fantastic festival I've come across in Tanzania, and it's marvelous.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much.
Appreciate it.